So if you do any indoor growing and microgreens, it's important to have good soil. And I've bought a lot of potting soil, but it always sucks buying dirt. And so I made this screen that gives you a nice consistent texture of soil, like what you need for planting microgreens and any indoor potting. And so as part of my greenhouse project, I'm removing some of these old grow beds. And so I just put a couple of shovel loads onto this screen, and then I just stand over here and give it some shaking, and it just runs down here. All the fines fall through, and this is the stuff that comes out, all the rocks and chunks that you wouldn't want in microgreens or indoor potting. Because if you've ever done small seeds like radishes and broccoli, you need to have that fine soil. Really good for starting seeds in. And this is just made, I used some cedar rails that I had and some mortise and tenon cutter, but if you don't have that, you could put it all together with cross beams like this. This is 1/4-inch mesh. I just stapled it on the bottom. I made a little shelf here to put your load of dirt on, and then a little shelf here to just sort of separate where it falls through the container and where it falls down here. Then when I'm shaking this, all this roughage, most of it goes down below this. Some of it's coming back in here, but it's working pretty good. I've seen several different designs and I've tried a few designs, but so far this is pretty convenient. It puts out enough volume for indoor growing. It probably would be disappointing if you tried to plant your whole garden with soil from something like this, because the volume isn't that great, but it gives you a lot of good soil.